Hello and welcome back to another episode of Tube Talk.
We're having sunlight issues.
As you can see on part of Dad's head at the moment,
So,
yeah. The
There's
blinds
sunlight.
are causing some sun issues, but we're not complaining. Sun is always welcome in the winter.
It's lucky I'm not a vampire. I'd be dead. See?
Pretty much.
Did you look what I've got?
Alcohol!
I have. A bit early to be drinking it, but it is the winning bottle of wine for North and South. Winning at Trentham.
Pretty great.
With Robbie Hannam on board, and Robbie Hannam had his birthday and turned 50 this week.
It's pretty cool.
There you go.
So, let's start off with our bet of the week last week. We've had another second, so 3 out of 5 of our bets have come first, but 2 of them have come second.
Yeah, so we've got to take pride in that, don't we? 5 starters, 3 wins, 2
Well
seconds.
placed.
And I think we could have won last week too.
Yeah.
Barrier 4, I thought it'd run and lead, but it jumped and the jockey just kind of sat there for ages, ended up being 3 wide and 3 wide. Then he pushed forward, led, and only got run down late. So it was a good run. But, 3 wins in 2 seconds. Hey, if we'd done placements all the way through, we'd be on fire.
Yeah.
So we've got a new one for this week.
But
We're confident this week.
saying that at the end.
I've got some background for this one too.
Okay, so what happened last week was we had a win from Pinzano in Ashburton, which is his 2nd win in a row. Her. Knew it was her.
Her 2nd one in a row. And is on fire. Like 3 3/4 lengths, she's won both her last 2 starts. It was a special day. I went down. Matt, the Waimate Wonder, was there. Pat was there. Vanacha. And Stephen McKee. First time he has been to a race called South of Riccarton in his life. And he was there, so he had a good day. And she absolutely bolted in, and it was fortunate it was the last race, so we couldn't have too many drinks and we had to leave straight afterwards, so it worked out well. It was
There
fun.
we go. And then we also had Charpel, who ran well but was unlucky.
Yeah, so she got midfield on the inside, she improved the turn and she looked like she was going to really sprint home, and then she got held up and couldn't get past a horse and couldn't get past another one. And then when she got in the clear, she's a really long striding filly, and so she actually needs space to wind up, and she couldn't wind up, and so she'd lost her momentum. When she got out, she still was fair to run 6, but she'd lost all her momentum. Probably if he'd been able to come wide and just let her really stride out, she would have been right there, would have finished close. So it was a good run. She's getting close.
Here we go. And this week we have got 4 runners, I believe. And we will start with a horse running tomorrow at Avondale called Mahia, who has drawn barrier 3 and is running in race 6.
Can you take me higher, Mahia? Do you know what Mahia means?
I do. It means the chosen one.
In?
Maori.
It does, the chosen one.
I just learnt that.
Cliff, his track rider, named him. So that's only his 2nd start in 2 years. He only had 1 start last year and he won it. So he's been off the scene, he's back. He had a trial at Ellerslie last week where he ran well, ran 3rd. He loves winter conditions, he's won at Avondale before, but fresh up for a year, slight concern, and barrier 3, slight concern, he's going to end up being very close to the inside on a heavy track. Can run well, but I expect he will be better for it.
Here we go. Sorry, just yawning, I'm quite tired.
Are you? It's a school holiday, you shouldn't be tired.
And then on
Sam Spratt rides, so she'll be aggressive out of the barriers. Sam Spratt just went on the South Island holiday in a camper van.
There we go.
So we might update people on what she did next week.
And then on Saturday at Waikato, we've got Ivy's Gold, who was a last start winner in the rating 75 mile barrier 10 race 7.
She's trying to do a Pinzano in 2 on end. She was very impressive first up. Barrier 10, would prefer to be inside a little bit, but she'll go forward and be handy. She's very, very tough. My change of jockey, Trudy Thornton, rides, but I'm happy about that. She rode her to Windu trial before her first start back. I suspect she's already looking for 2,000 metres, or looking for a bit further, and I just suspect that she may be better again for this run. So I think she'll run well, but I have a feeling 3rd up maybe the time for her. But certainly we're out there, we're trying hard. She goes up in grade. Yeah, I think she'll run well, but I'd be back in the third up. That's my gut instinct anyway.
Mm-hmm. And then on Sunday, Uomaru.
Oamaru.
And race 5.
Double header at Oamaru.
But we'll start off with the one in race 5.
Yeah.
Barrier 9, rating 65 to 100. We've got Elusive Boxes.
Big race. Big race. So she comes into barrier 8 of 12. She can never draw a decent barrier, unfortunately. But this is a massive race for her. It's a $25,000 race with a $20,000 pool bonus. So if she wins it, she's going to end up with about $38,000. It's a huge race. I think she's racing well with no luck. Do you want me to move this way? Sophie's giving me some
Slightly.
direction. Like that?
Just because the sun.
Should I go like that? The sun? The
Yep,
stripies?
that's pretty good.
So she's racing well with no luck. She raced well last week at Ashburton, drew wide, was 6 wide the whole way, still found the line, started 4, drew badly, got back, ran 4th. So we have to work out what we're going to do on Sunday, whether we're going to go forward or back or what we're going to do with her. But she's fit, she's well, she's in good form. And it's a big race. It's probably a career-defining race for her. So I'm confident if we get a nice trip and running, she can run well. The track's currently a slow 8. I'd love to see it come back into the dead range for her, and if there's no more rain, it can do that. Kylie Williams, who's ridden her the last 2 starts, sticks with the ship.
Yep. And then in race 7, we've got Pinzano again, barrier 10, going for a hat-trick of wins.
Yeah, isn't she flying? So Pinzano, 75 1400. She's won at 1400 before, so I'm not concerned about that. And the way she's running out in 1200 metre races, certainly it gives indication she'll run past 1400. Lisa Allpress ridden her last 2 starts, is not riding at Oamaru. So we've got Samantha Wynn, who's an informed Southern jockey riding.
Sorry, the camera might have just shook a bit then.
Stop fingering the camera. Then, so she's got barrier 8, which isn't ideal, but hopefully we can slot in somewhere just behind the leaders. And if she's she's in the zone, if she can use that great turn of foot she's got to be a big chance again. Same grade as last start, but she goes up significantly in weight, carries 58.5 kilos. She's won with that before, has got to be a good chance. She's probably, the best of our chances, I think, over the weekend.
And finally, we've got our beat of the week. Drum roll, please. This is Patty Burke in Wellington, race 4.
So, Paddy Burke, bit of background. It's a rating 85 race. He's only rated 70, so he's 15 points below the rating mark of the race. However, and he's only won 2 races. However, he's by Peter Pan that love it wet. He's out of a mare called Hulabar, which means he's very closely related to North and South. And they love it wet and they love Trentham. He beat North and South a couple of starts back when she was unlucky when he ran 2nd at Trentham in a rating 85 race. So he's certainly up to that quality. He's only got, I think, 55 kilos, but Timothy Johnson rides claims 3, so he'll only carry 52. So he's lightly weighted. He'll love the track. He will love the distance. He's performed at that distance before, so I like him. There's about 3 horses with a lot of form in that race. He's won, so with a bit of luck we might get $3, $3.50 about him. So he's our bet of the week, and I think he's an excellent chance with that history that we have about him. I also don't mind in the hurdles. It's not my bet of the week, but I don't mind Wee Biscuit in the hurdles. I think it's starting to look for more ground. In the Wellington hurdles, it ran 3rd over 3100 last start. It's up to 3400 this start. It's a high quality hurdler. It's better off in the weights against Just Got Home, our tip of the week a couple of weeks ago, and I think it's a nice each way chance. Might be $6 or $7. So that's not our bet of the week, but that's just a little one. I wouldn't mind having $1 on.
Perfect. So that just
It's the sunlight. The sunlight's in my eyes.
I thought you were about to sneeze, and I was like,
the sun just hit my eyes, so I had to flicker.
So I think it just about wraps up our tube talk.
It doth. So we'll be back next week and see if we can make it 4-2 for our bet of the week.
Hopefully. Okay.
Thanks, Soph. Bye.